Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is our first episode for our podcast for RE1 To Know the Lord. Sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy our podcast. So, hello there, I'm your host, Kiel Fajardo, and here we have our members Aaron Lamina, Derek Macapagal, Uriel Zachi Ocampo, and Joshua Olingay, and as well as Isaac Paul Abad. So, to start, I would like to ask, how do you know God? I would like to first know Aaron's perspective on this. So, how do you know God? I would like to know.
Hello? So yun, for me, how do you know God? Not quite yet since hindi pa naman tayo ganun katagal sa mundo. So, bale, onti pa lang, pero maayos naman yung faith ko sa Kanya and walang problem.
How about you, Derek? What's your view on this? Your take?
Sa mga simpleng bagay like moments, challenges, or even small blessings, ramdam ko na nandyan siya. Parang lagi siyang gumagabay sa akin kahit minsan di ko namamalayan.
Oh, that's very good to know that God's by your side. So, how about you, Joshua? I'd like to know your perspective on this as well.
Ako na pala next. How do you know God? I know God through prayer and by taking to Him whenever I feel happy or sad. He gives me strength and peace when life gets hard. Knowing Him makes me feel loved and guided every day. And
Tol, sa pananampalataya sa kanya kasi dun mo mararanasan yung paano makipag-communicate sa kanya o paano mo malalagpasan lahat ng problema mo.
And as for me, I know God through the Bible, of course. I have read the Bible before, and I know God through praying and reflecting on my day to day basis or experiences. And of course, I know God because I'm a Letronite, and my family is also a faithful family, and some of my friends are believers of Christ.
I like everyone's answer here since it seems personal and true to what they've experienced, but if you were to ask me that question, I wouldn't really know how to answer with a personal experience. All I know is that God is what you think of when something good happens or when people want to do good. Like, that's God's teachings. Yeah. Like in the song We Are All God's Children, so many of what they show is people helping other people through rough times, like through floods or calamities, rough patches. That's how I know God, from their teachings, what they want people to do. But I can't say I have enough faith to say that I know Him. Like, really struggle with faith. So, yeah, that would be the best answer I could give for how do I know God. So, moving on, for our last question for episode 1, to know the Lord, how important is knowing God for you? And if you feel that you have not done it yet, how do you plan to know God? Ikaw naman, Derek.
Knowing God is super important kasi it gives me peace and helps me stay positive sa mga times na mahirap or stressful. Kapag kilala ko siya, I feel like I'm not alone and kaya kong i-handle yung mga problems sa buhay ko. Tinuturuan din niya ako to be thankful sa maliliit na blessings sa buhay ko. I feel like I still need to know him more. Plano kung mag-pray regularly, read the Bible at sumali sa mga activities sa church. Gusto ko rin maging mas aware sa daily life ko. Like noticing how God works sa mga tao at sa mga small things around me. Yun lang.
For me, it's really important since siya yung pwede mong mahawakan pag things went rough na, and yun lang, parang siya yung pwede mong maging sandalan pag hindi mo na alam yung gagawin mo. And yun, so if you for me, by serving and doing, parang makinig sa kwento ng iba para malaman yung mga anong napagdaanan nila, paano sila natulungan ni God. And ayun, for me, uh, by serving and knowing Him better, para doon ko siya makikilala. Parang pag nakipag-usap ako sa ibang tao kung paano niya tinulungan yung ibang tao.
So important is knowing God. Para sa akin, the way to treat others, your values, your hope in difficult times. Tapos at if you feel you haven't yet known God, how do you plan to know Him? Para sa akin, by read scripture or devotional material. Yun lang, tol.
For me, knowing God is very important because He is my source of hope and wisdom. Whenever I'm lost or confused, I ask for His guidance. He helps me make the right choice in life. How do you plan to know God? If I still need to know God more, I plan to read the Bible often and listen to His word during Mass. I also try to pray more sincerely and thank Him every day. That's why I can grow closer to Him and understand His will for me. Yun lang po. Thank you.
Knowing God is probably the best thing a person can do or have because it puts or drives someone's purpose and faith to live every day, you know? It helps us understand our life's purpose and gives us strength to live on, you know? And I'm not really a believer of Christ before, but when I knew him, I have gained peace on my mind, the mental strength, and a lot.
Thank you for that fresh perspective, Isaac. So, for me naman, nasabi ko naman na kanina, I don't know God yet. Though I have my doubts, I still follow His teachings. I still pray at night since the habit gives me comfort. I really think I just need more time and experience with the world to form like a better understanding on my faith. I'll just keep trying to follow what the Lord stood for. So, with that last question out of the way, that would conclude our first episode of our RE1 podcast, which is To Know the Lord. So, I hope you enjoyed listening and goodbye. Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon.